We're officially halfway through 2026. So today we'll take a look at how the market has performed in the Bay of Quinte and Prince Edward County through Q1 and Q2 of 2026 to the exact same period in 2025. Just for reference, the numbers we'll be using are from January 1st to June 30th. Without further ado, let's dive into it. Starting with Belleville, I'm gonna read these stats because they're down to the last dollar. So in Belleville, there was 381 residential sales so far between Q1 and Q2. Last year, there was 406 residential sales. That's down 6.2%. As far as average sale price, it's fallen from $555,876 to $534,642, down 3.8% from the same time period last year. Out of all three municipalities, Belleville has seen the largest drop in transaction volume compared to last year. We'll also touch on total dollar volume, which is not normally a stat that I cover, but it's important to the real estate industry as a whole. And it's not just real estate commissions that are paid on total transaction volume. There's lawyer fees, there's appraisers, there's mortgage broker, there's banks, there's land transfer tax, there's builders, there's trades associated with builders. When there's less total dollar volume going into the real estate market, there's less money to go around, there's less fees, and the economy has been feeling that and is definitely feeling that. And that's one of the reasons the HST rebate was brought into place, to try and spur some activity in the real estate market and get more sales happening. So total dollar volume in Belleville in 2025 was $225.7 million. It's dropped in 2026 to $203.7 million, declining 9.7%. Moving over now to Quinte West, and if you've watched other monthly updates on the market, Quinte West has been the most resilient of these three markets, and it continues to be, and it's showing up in the data. So when we look at number of sales, we had 372 this year to date. Last year there was 393 sales. That's down 5.3%. Average price has been the most resilient of all three of these markets, slipping just 1.7%. Last year it was $554,385. This year it's $544,699. And total dollar volume has slipped 7%, similar to Belleville, $217.9 million last year, down to $202.6 million this year. Prince Edward County continues to kind of separate itself from Belleville and Quinte West, although it's been the most resilient in terms of actual number of sales, down just 3.9% this year, with 195 transactions happening compared to 203 last year. That being said, prices have softened much more. Because of elevated inventory levels and relatively weak buyer demand, Prince Edward County is seeing the largest declines in all three of these markets for average sale price, down 11.8% from the same time last year, and over $80,000, now sitting at $651,577, while dollar volume has also taken the largest hit of all three markets, down 15.3% to just $127.1 million. By far the largest decline in both of these categories across Belleville, Quinte West, and the county. One thing I think is important to point out is that these numbers don't fully reflect what's happening on the ground in Belleville and Quinte West. When you look at numbers like average sale price, median sale price, or house price index, they don't truly capture how much the market has softened. Living and breathing this every day, I can make a really strong argument that prices have declined more than 3.8% in Belleville and 1.7% in Quinte West. And that same home that you would have purchased last year, you're getting a much larger discount than what the numbers show. The reason is complicated, but it's also somewhat simple. It's the mix of homes that are selling. The bulk of the transactions that are happening are in that more affordable price point. And if you look at median sale price and average sale price versus median list price and average list price, there's a big discrepancy. And you have a lot of higher priced homes just sitting on the market, showing the average price being a little bit stronger than the overall market actually feels. If a good turnkey move-in ready home in the $400,000 or $500,000 range hits the market, it's attracting a lot of interest and often even generating multiple offers. Meanwhile, higher priced homes are sitting on the market for months, and when they do sell, they're selling for sometimes upward of 10% less than they would have last year. So far, 2026 has proven to be a difficult year in the real estate market, with ongoing global and economic uncertainty affecting buyer confidence and transaction volume. It'll be interesting to see whether the market catches up to 2025 numbers throughout the rest of the year, stays the same, or even falls further behind. Thanks for watching this week's real estate update, and see you next week.